Hey everybody, welcome back to my unprocessed life. I am heading home from work in a friend's house and then gonna look for some dinner. It's been a pretty average day, all things considered. I have followed my my eating plan pretty to the T, so I feel pretty good about that. I had my smoothies today, and now I'm headed home to grab some dinner of some sort. And so it's been a pretty good day, all things considered. Been having a little bit of a challenge uploading my videos, but I have really slow internet access, so I went over to a friend's house to try to do it. Didn't seem to go well. It went actually a lot faster, but at my house it takes between 12 and 16 hours to upload a video because my upload speed is so slow. Here it would have taken about 4, and I just didn't have that time to wait around for that to happen and use up his bandwidth. So I'm gonna have to find another option, but I got an idea for it, so I'm kind of excited about that. Now, on to bigger and better things. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner, but I'm thinking a tempeh sandwich or two, because I think I have enough calories left for that, although it may take a little bit of time. And I've got to do those carrots. Remember the carrots from this morning that I was telling you about that I wanted to do. So I'm kind of excited about getting to the carrots as well. What else is going on? So, yeah, everything's on track. There, you know, it's kind of funny. I don't have a whole lot to talk about today because there wasn't a whole lot going on. But I stuck to everything. And I'll tell you what, I was tempted big time today, though. So, you know, I work in an office, and if you've ever worked in an office that you know, especially in a corporate environment, you know that there are a lot of temptations around. It's not just snack machines and vending machines or vendors taking you out, but there was today one of my favorite not good for you things has always been like Rice Krispie treats, and somebody brought Rice Krispie treats covered in chocolate and they are really good because I've had them in the past. Because it was brought in by a particular company that somebody had gone to lunch for. And the person that brought them in just left for the day and left them there and said, hey, anybody that wants any of these can have them. So I was like, oh my gosh. That's a tough temptation. Because I don't really want to eat that stuff. I really don't, you know, because I know it's got dairy in it. I know it's not good for the environment. It's not good for animals. It's not good. But it's not good for me either. But of course, part of that problem is that it's already there. The money's already been spent. It's not going to do any more damage to the environment, whether I eat it or whether it just sits there. It's going to be the same no matter what. So that's always a challenge for me. Even though there are things that may not be healthy, I know my body will filter that unhealthy stuff out and use the healthy. I mean, I get that. So one of the challenges that I have sometimes when I'm put in those situations is I know ethically it's not going to make a difference. You know, my dollars make a difference when I go somewhere and I either buy something or I don't, and that's my choice, and I feel like that helps. But when you're talking about stuff that's already been purchased, it's just going to be thrown out. You know, why should it go to waste? Well, other than it's bad for me. And so that's one of the struggles that you have sometimes when you're in a corporate environment, because there's all this really free, unhealthy, bad for you stuff that you could eat. And that's when you have to really start asking yourself the questions. You got to start asking yourself, you know, how committed am I to eating healthy? How committed am I to healing my body? How committed am I to my cause, if you will? Not so much a cause as much as it is maybe committed to being healthy. You know, how committed are you to that? And that's one of those things that you have to constantly ask yourself when you're surrounded by that environment. So that's one of the struggles that I always have when those things show up. But guess what? I didn't bite. Ha ha ha. I was able to stay strong. I even had some coworkers like, hey man, there's one over here just for you. We got the chocolate one. It's just, you want to bring it over to you, let you smell it some. You know, and they were just being funny, and I wasn't mad at them at all. By any stretch of the imagination. But, man, I'll tell you what, that was a tough one today. So, you know what I did? I walked right back into my cubicle, and I pulled out my smoothie that I had left over that I hadn't finished yet. I was saving it as a mid-afternoon snack, and that's what I did. I had a mid-afternoon snack with it, and then tried to forget all about what I was missing, because it didn't really matter. And I feel good about that. I feel like I made the good choice, and that's one of those battles I always talk about when you're trying to make sure that you win the battle, so that ultimately you win the war. But even if you lose the battle, you still keep trying, and that's one of the battles that I feel like I feel good about. I feel like I won, and it did good things for me. So it will pay dividends in the long run. One of those healthy choices that will become a habit over time, and so that is what we're going to be working on. That's what I'm going to keep doing going forward, is trying to make sure that I make those good, healthy choices, that they eventually turn into habits, and those habits then turn into a recreated life, or a recreated body, which will ultimately turn into a recreated life. So, little tips from the corporate world, I guess. Okay. Well, I hope you all had a wonderful day. I had a great day. Thank you for spending time with me. You know how much I love spending time with you if you've seen any of my videos. If you haven't, thank you. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I know it wasn't a lot of time, but thank you for it. And I appreciate that. And I look forward to all the time that we spend together, and I hope that we get to spend more time together. If you want to catch everything that I eat over on Instagram, I usually post pictures of that up there. And, unless I forget to post it, which always, happens sometimes. Like, I posted one of my smoothies today, but I didn't post all 3 of them. But you can catch me on Instagram, myunprocessed.life, or you can also catch me at myunprocessedlife@gmail.com. If you want to email me. Of course, you can always comment down below, share the videos, like them, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. That way you can hang out with me every time I put a new video out, even if it takes me 16 hours to upload it. Anyway, until next time, I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you again early in the morning.